Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, not so much going on today. I think Bitcoin briefly made a new all-time high, but overall we've seen a rejection, pretty much that rejection that we assume after a fifth wave is finished. I'm not entirely sure if wave 5 is yet done, so I will not confirm a top at this stage. But obviously now that we have the wave count complete, you see that it is basically in line with my projection to get 5 waves up from the 28th of February low, after another reaction here to that support area. So we've seen a nice reaction to the support range, and the price ideally would stretch a little higher. I mean, we're talking about the last bit of this third wave here. This is sort of my projection that, you know, we've been following. Ideally a little higher, yeah, maybe another, I don't know, $900 to 70K would be ideal still, but we already seen a nice red candle. Now, obviously, bulls and bears are fighting. Possible, by the way, that Ether is now taking the lead. But remember that we've been looking for potentially a move to all-time highs, then a rejection, and a completion of this third wave. So that's what I'm watching for. But as I said, normally, I mean, when the third wave reaches the 1.38 extension, it's ideal for the fifth wave to reach the 1.618 or the 1.786. Now, we've not done that, but it's also not a must. Okay, so the minimum requirements for a fifth wave are to move above the third wave top. So what does that mean? It means now, obviously, we are in a situation, at a key pivot. We've arrived at the destination. Yeah, we've arrived at the destination. The market has completed 5 waves to the upside. Okay, the last wave is possibly still unfolding. I would keep the support area at the moment where it is. A break below the fourth wave low, this low point that formed actually today at 65K, well, that would be a first indication that a more substantial top has been made, but really only a first indication, because it's technically possible that this fourth wave is unfolding as a flat structure. So maybe this was just an A wave down, a high B wave, and we're now coming down in wave C. Just test the support region again. Maybe we spend a little bit of time in that support region while Ether is grinding a little higher. That's all speculation. Bottom line is the support area is holding at the moment. And as long as we are not breaking below 64,215, we don't really have a strong indication. Okay, as I said, a break below the fourth wave low is sort of probably the first indication we can get that some kind of a top is in place. At the moment, this is just, yeah, we haven't even made a lower low or anything, so we cannot confirm a top is in place. But this is the area where we're watching for a third wave top now that even the microstructure is complete. Obviously, as shared earlier today, when we look at the daily time frame, I could still keep my focus on the white wave count as long as we don't get a sustained break into all-time high territory, and we haven't seen that. The market is still reacting to resistances, and the support area, I think, is just pretty much still unchanged between 41.5K and 54.5K. This is the daily chart. On the daily chart, we're looking for a rejection from this region and the fourth wave pullback. Yeah, could still stretch a little higher, absolutely, but basically we're there. Okay, so that means, especially when considering the daily chart, consider that this fourth wave pullback might unfold. If it unfolds, ideally from here. Now that even on the micro level, we've got all the waves complete, yeah, or maybe nearly complete. We won't know until the first micro support is breaking. The difference to the previous video that I made today is that now we even have, when we consider the microstructure, all the waves complete. Looking at the daily chart, it doesn't matter if we, you know, the situation is basically the same as like sort of end of last week, right? Or let's say, yeah, pretty much. I mean, where we have all the waves completed for the third wave, and the third was already very extended. But I highlighted to you that looking at the microstructure, yeah, maybe one more high or two more highs. Where are we? Yeah, would be ideal here in this fifth wave to the upside to 68.5K for the third wave and a little higher for the fifth wave. So let's see. I mean, again, I just wanted to make this video to make you aware of the risk that we get a pullback in this larger fourth wave. I believe that's what many people are waiting for, because a lot of people are watching for another entry. You know, obviously here for short-term scalpers, short-term traders, there was a support zone here okay, which the price reacted nicely. I mean, we had a nice rally. I mean, even this for someone who's sort of scalping, nice 4% intraday, not too bad, right? Now, strong rejection, but as I said, as long as the support area is holding, no confirmation of a top. So the bulls and the bears are fighting in this region. Just bear in mind, the microstructure is now technically full. Anything from here is nice to have. What I can tell you is if we break above the, well, targets that are reasonable for the fifth wave of the fifth wave, and obviously we have to allow it more upside if it wants to do that, but basically, honestly, above the 200% extension, if we get a break above 72,578, I have to assume that this is not the white count anymore. White is still my preferred option. Just be aware that in a situation where we have a lot of emotions in the market, the waves might go into their extremes, but it will then become more likely that the green count is working out, which is the more directly bullish count that can take us to 100K directly. But it's not anything I would, let's say, predict until I have further evidence for that. Okay, at the moment, the market hasn't done anything to invalidate the white count. And to be fair, I could continue with the white count. It's just getting unlikely because it's getting too extended. But for now, this is still acceptable. And I will not change to the green count until I see further evidence. Okay, that means still on the side of caution for this wave 4 pullback. Don't forget regular profit taking, you know, but we're basically where, yeah, that wave 4 could ideally start. And then for anybody who is looking for an entry, if the market offers this pullback, it will be an opportunity, but it's not guaranteed. Yeah, it's not guaranteed that this pullback is happening because the green count is there. And we need to see a break of the first microstructures on the 1 hour time frame to suggest that this fourth wave is unfolding. Again, also then it's only going to be the first indication, right? So yeah, be aware that, for example, this fourth wave could even unfold as a triangle still. So therefore, the support area remains relevant for now, but it's highly interesting and highly emotional price action at the moment. So yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.